Okay, this is 2000 Ford F-150 manual transmission, clutch slave cylinder right there with my ratchet on it. Okay, I'm replacing that. It was leaking really bad. I realized since this type of transmission has this long neck right here where the gear shifter goes in, it comes up through this hole here. Well, I realized once you try to lower it low enough to get it out of this hole here, well, it hits the exhaust. This is exhaust pipe. So you got to take, well, I don't say you got to, but there might be some way where somebody can do it differently, but I definitely had to take this off because that just right here come down and hit that exhaust. Okay? The clutch cylinder, slave cylinder, there it is in the transmission. Now there's 6 bolts. I know there's 6 bolts coming in from here. You got it this way. Okay, you got. I try to use open end as much as possible. And there's the got this pin right here that lines it up. I guess when you put it back together, it has this metal gasket rest on that, and I need to clean them up good, real good, them pins before I try to put it back together. And that's just it. I don't know if I can get this thing back together, but that's getting it off. Okay. I think that's I'm going to take it off right now, probably. Looks like it's only 2 nuts holding it on. A lot of people saying that they only get about a year out of them. I mean, that would be a bummer because that's just too expensive to take this. If you had to pay someone or even to do it yourself, it's too time involved to get this thing off, this manual transmission off, and to just replace this clutch slave cylinder, right? Oh, look how easy that comes out. Oh, see, there it is. Let's take a look at it out here. Definitely this thing. Alright, there it is. It's got a bearing on it here. The bearing looks alright. It is definitely leaking. That's what it looks like in there. I'll turn it a little bit, will you? I don't know if that's plastic or aluminum housing. I can't tell right now offhand. But that's what it looks like. I got a replacement. Take a look at the replacement I got. Maybe it's a universal for they use the same part for lots of other cars. Maybe I'll be able to connect that part. Use this. Maybe it will connect. Maybe it will connect. Maybe it'll work. If not, I'll have to get a new part from somewhere else. I'll take this one back maybe and try to get a different one from them. But yeah, there's a little, looks like there's a little clip back in there. See? Something that you would, so maybe it'll work. Oh well, okay, that's it. Well, look, it just slides out. You loosen this nut up here. There's a nut there. There's a bolt through there, and this will hit it right there with a mallet or something. This will slide out, and the same way on that end right there. No, that's in that bolts to the engine. This part right here. Actually, you know, it slides out there too. And this is the brace. That's the hole of the transmission. There's another part that goes on here that bolts to the transmission, and there's another part that bolts to this. Okay? From there up, I'm reinstalling the transmission. I got this lined up pretty good, and I'm gradually just pushing it in there. Oh, I think I get it. Tilt the move a little bit. Okay. So let me see what it looks like over here. But this is what I'm looking for. It kind of like, once I push it with my feet, this jack is so it'll slide. Like I saw it, it'll roll this way, and you can see. Well, that looks really good. Go ahead and tighten up on these nuts now, all the way up in there. So that worked out pretty good. I got the new part in. Okay, it came in nice and tight over here too. Yeah, that's a good fit. Okay, so now I gotta tighten up on all these transmission bolts, but I'm not going to bore you with that stuff. We know that's got to be done. The next step would be to attach the exhaust pipe, which it went right up here. Okay, I need to put that on next. After I wire brush the threads down and spray them with a liquid wrench, penetrating oil, fluid or whatever, and I wire brush the threads down with a wire brush, they came off. Okay, so that exhaust pipe will come through here, it'll come over here, it'll go this way, and it'll come out this way too, like a T, and it'll connect right here. So I need to tighten up on this transmission bolt, the mounting bolts, manual transmission mounting bolts. Then I got to put the exhaust in, and then I put the brace, the engine brace in. Go from here over here, and there's a part. I might need to put this part on first that supports it, and then I'll put the drive shaft in. Let's not forget about it. I marked it. Well, I need to probably connect this exhaust up there too. And what I did with this was it gets kind of hard, so I ran me a cable around here, around the exhaust, to pull it this way to connect these parts in there. So I had this transmission tied on here, strapped into my jack. Of course, this is a heavy-duty, really heavy-duty jack. It's got a lot of weight to it. And I bolted me a metal plate on here, if you can see it, right there. 2 bolts in there, so that was secure. And then I strapped that transmission around to secure it. I put I don't know, like two straps. One I wrapped around it twice, and then I pushed on it with my foot once I had it right where I needed it. And then wiggled around on it a little bit and pushed on it with my foot again, like right here, to get it going. I didn't force it or nothing. With the, and it went up there. It kept going up there a little bit at a time. Okay, I'm behind the transmission now. I'm trying to tighten it up. You can see the bolts back there now. I got the light on. This is and what I did was this. There's a, I don't know, you can't even see it on this side. There's a top bolt over here on the driver's side, and I put my extension on it. This takes a swivel socket to get to it. It's the very top one, but it's a real pain to get to because I don't know if you can see it in there or not, but you can see. You might be able to see it. This might be better on the computer looking at it, but I got me a swivel socket on it. I don't think you see it there. Oh, there's like a metal clamp that it's got to go through. It really makes it a pain because it fastens some lines or something to that top bolt there, and it's hard to get to. So I decided to try it this way. All right. So, and then the rest of them actually behind here will be easier to get to too. As you can see, get you enough extensions and put them together. That's what I did. I just started snapping them together. Alright, so let me go in and let's see if I can't tighten it up. Let's see. I got it on there. It's a swivel socket that I got to use. Can't tell if it's tightening or not. And I couldn't hand tighten it because that clamp was making it just a little bit harder than it needed to be. But the rest of them I could tighten up all the way flush with my hand. I could get them snug. But that one right here I'm working on now, oh man, it was a pain. Maybe I can get to it this way. Save me about an hour trying to do it with the opening. Caught one there. That's it. It worked. I got it with a swivel socket. So that's a big time saver. The top one there, it takes a swivel socket, but you can get it from all the way back here. You gotta go up there underneath of it though and put it on by hand. But that's a time saver. So actually the rest of them, you know, even that top one up here, you can see it right there. You see it? There, that top nut, bolt I mean. Okay, so I might use a swivel socket on that one probably too. But these other two, I don't think you need a swivel socket. Okay, so I'll put it on pause till the next step. Okay, I got the transmission on the engine. Okay, this part right here, I got it in there. It's working okay. It's working okay. It connected good. Okay. Now I'm putting the fluid in the transmission here. Okay. Now I got the drive shaft on. The drive shaft bolts were I think 12 millimeter, so 12-point socket or 16-point socket I think. Yes. Now just make sure you get the right socket on there, because you can, if it's the wrong size, it'll seem like the right size, but them bolts they use on the heads, it's easy to mistakenly get the wrong size. Okay, and you'll strip it out a little bit. You don't want to strip out the heads. Okay, and I got the exhaust on, as you can see. Okay, and the transmission support bracket. There's a part right here that bolts to this I was telling you about, and there's a piece of rubber inside of it that, you know, bolts on under here. It supports the transmission. Okay, so it's back together, and there's the passenger side heat shield that was right about there. There it is on the ground. You can see it with this camera. Yeah. Well, I left that out because that was a job to get out, and I didn't put it back in. Okay. So now I'm putting the fluid in the transmission, and I'm going to test it out. Okay, and we'll find out how it worked. It went back a lot less time putting it back together than I spent taking it apart. Okay, I'll put it on pause here, and the next will be the test drive. Okay, wait, before I do that, let me just show you this is the drain plug, and this is the fuel plug. Just put the fluid in there enough so it starts to come out. Okay, so just so if you want to ever drain it right there, take that out and let it drain, and then to fill it, put this back on, and there's a nut right here, there's a bolt right here. Take that out and put it in right, and that's where you put it in, and you know we got enough when it comes out the top. Okay, I'll put it on pause. Okay, I don't know if you can see me, but I'm putting on the starter. Kind of is it putting on the long nut here, and then there's a cable that goes over it. But before I do that, I just snug it up good with my hands. Actually, I need to take this off right now. I need to snug that up, that bottom. You don't want to force nothing. It should go in there nice, fit in there nice and good, that starter. Just kind of keep wiggling it and pushing on it and tighten up on the nuts by hand. And then you can go over with your 1/2 inch. I think it's a 1/2 inch. Tighten them both up and then put that cable on. And you got the 1/2 inch right here. Box, then it's not my wrench of choice, but it was handy. I'm not going to be able to get the top one with this wrench. Well, you got the idea. Snug that one up, snug that one up, put the cable on, and snug that nut up. Okay, Ford F-150, I'm driving it around. It's working alright. Just took it for a test spin, and the new part is working good. I guess this part down here, this gear shifting rubber, it's kind of tricky. Just don't pull around on it too much when you take it off, because you can rip this bottom part. You don't want gas fumes coming in. So kind of just be careful and take your time on that. It was kind of hard putting back together, this part right there even. But you see, it's shifting good. It's in neutral now. It's working good. It's been taken around for a test drive. Got it back together.